Brynhild Clockspring. In the heart of the clockwork metropolis, a place where gears ticked like the pulse of the city and steam hissed through the air, a mysterious phenomenon occurred. The clockwork mechanisms that governed the city's rhythm began to falter, and with them, the lives of its inhabitants. Brynhild Clockspring, a renowned clockwork engineer, with a keen eye for detail and a mind sharp as the cogs she crafted, stood atop her workshop, gazing out over the city as the first hints of disorder seeped into its mechanical heartbeat. Brynhild descended into the streets, her boots clicking on the cobblestone as she made her way through the crowds of worried citizens. Her investigation led her to the Grand Central Clock Tower, the heart of the metropolis's clockwork system. With her toolkit slung over her shoulder, she bypassed the security automatons and climbed into the tower's inner workings. Among the ticking gears and swinging pendulums, she found her first clue: a small damaged gear that didn't belong to any mechanism she had ever seen or designed. As Brynhild examined the gear under the lens of her microscope, a hidden truth began to unravel. The gear was not just any piece of metal. It was a key part of an ancient mechanism, thought to be mere myth: the celestial clock. Legend spoke of its power to control life itself. The implications were staggering, and Brynhild realized she wasn't the only one on the hunt for the truth. She recalled the words of her mentor: "The clock doesn't just tell a lie, it holds the very fabric of it." She knew she had to act quickly. Brynhild's pursuit led her to the city's underground market, a place where clockwork contraband and forgotten knowledge changed hands. She was not alone. A figure, cloaked and menacing, pursued her through the crowded stalls. They revealed themselves as Aira Shadowglow, a rival engineer with a thirst for power and a grudge against Brynhild. "You'll never control the celestial clock," Brynhild declared. But Aira's response was a chilling laugh and the unleashing of her mechanical minion. As Brynhild fought off the automatons, she was cornered and wounded. Just as Aira was about to deliver the final blow, Brynhild's own creation, a small clockwork bird, intervened, distracting Aira long enough for Brynhild to escape. But as she caught a breath in a hidden alley, the bird spoke to her in a voice she had programmed years ago. "Brynhild, remember the true purpose of the clock." It was then she realized the celestial clock wasn't meant to control time, but to protect it from those who would misuse its power. Her perspective shifted. She wasn't racing to claim the clock, but to safeguard it. Within grief and with newfound determination, Brynhild devised a desperate plan to find the celestial clock before Aira could. She rallied her allies, including her mentor and fellow engineers, and together they embarked on a perilous journey beneath the city, navigating ancient traps and solving puzzles left behind by the clock's creators. Finally, they reached the chamber of the celestial clock. But to their surprise, Aira was already there, the clock's mechanism whirring to life under their command. In a final act of ingenuity and bravery, Brynhild used her knowledge of the clock's true purpose to outwit Aira and shatter the mechanism, preventing it from falling into the wrong hands. The aftermath was bittersweet. The city began to heal, its rhythms returning to normal. But the adventure had left its mark on Brynhild. She returned to her workshop, her mind buzzing with the secrets she had uncovered, and the realization that the true power of the clockwork was not in controlling time, but in understanding and respecting it. The clockwork bird perched on her shoulder, a silent companion in the quiet of the evening, as the city's gears ticked on, a reminder of the delicate balance between creation and control.